We're getting to the time of year where people start talking about resolutions, resolving to break bad habits and adopt new good habits. Financial planning is all about habits. Good habits that make our future more secure, comfortable, exciting, bad habits that slow us down from reaching our goals. Even very tiny things can make a massive difference. If you were to ask my wife and I what our worst financial habit is, we'd probably tell you about these apps we've got on our phone. You tap the screen a couple of times, £30 goes out of your bank account, 45 minutes later someone brings some delicious food to your door. Now, I'm not begrudging anyone a takeaway, although I would encourage you to consider supporting independent local businesses before giving your money to corporate chains. It's all about the habits. If you're doing that 5 or 6 nights a week, burning through your entire paycheck every month and putting nothing aside for the future, that could be said to be a bad habit. If it's a once a week treat that you both look forward to and thoroughly enjoy, then maybe that's not such a bad thing. After all, £30 a week between two of you is nothing really, is it? Or is it? Let's talk about good habits for a minute. What would happen if I were to put that same £30 a week into a personal pension? If we assume basic rate tax relief, and let's say it grows on average 3% a year after charges. Now bear in mind, growth isn't guaranteed, investments can go down as well as up. You could get back less than you put in. But let's assume, for argument's sake, 3% a year. I worked out by the time I reach state pension age, I'd have an additional £17,227 in my pension. Now that's not nothing. But by saving an amount that we just described as nothing when we were talking about takeaways, I've given my future financial security a massive boost. A tiny change amplified by good long-term financial planning makes a massive difference. Here's another good habit. What if I increased my contributions by 5% a year? Another tiny change. So I pay £30 a week this year, £31.50 a week next year, 5% more the year after, and so on. Instead of £17,227 in my pension, I'd have £30,880. Another example of a tiny difference making a massive change with good forward planning. Now, I'm not saying everyone should be contributing to a personal pension. What's right for you will be based on your personal circumstances and objectives. But if you think you don't need to consider financial planning because you don't have £250,000 to invest or a 6-figure salary, maybe now's the time to reconsider that. Take independent advice, develop good habits, and plan ahead.